Hi, it's Larissa238 and this is going to be my first YouTube video on my channel. Now, I have many friends out there who do DVD reviews, so I thought I'd start off my channel by doing a review of a DVD I just bought. And, excuse me, while I'm doing it, I'm going to be eating a Mexican lollipop. As you can see, it is watermelon and it's covered in chili. Because that's how Mexicans eat watermelon, with chili and salt. Everybody's probably going, ew, but it's really good. See? I just wanted to start off my video with something a little bit funny. Anyways, I have decided to do the review of this movie I bought at Blockbuster. Oh, is it upside down? No? Okay. Save the Last Dance. I don't know why it's backwards, because it's not, but it says Save the Last Dance, which has Julia Stiles and Sean Patrick Thomas. It is from 2000, and basically the story is that this white girl moves into an all-black neighborhood, and she has to go to school, and just really, for an MTV movie, it deals with a lot of racial issues and of course music. It's got, for me, what I think is a lot of great music from the era. You know, when I was watching, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this. And so that's why I have the lollipop too, because that's what I used to have in the early 2000s. You know, 2001, 2002. I'd be eating these all the time at school. But yeah, they're just, it's a lollipop covered in chili. It's no big deal. Anyways, the movie is good. It talks about interracial relationships and of course dance. And the way they get their point through is by mixing the white girl, Julia Stiles, is a ballet dancer. And they mix that with hip-hop dancing. And in the behind the scenes on the commentary, you know, they had one hip-hop dancer choreographer and one ballet choreographer. And just talking to each other about how difficult it was to combine the two. Because, you know, before this movie, and probably anybody that's never heard of this movie, is thinking, ballet and hip-hop? How can that possibly work? But what they would do is they would take the choreography of the hip-hop, and then the ballet person would work off of that, and they'd go back and forth to mix the two. So it's really interesting, actually, how they do that. And they try to keep it true to life. They actually went out and interviewed a bunch of young people at mainly black schools about how it would be if a white person had gone to their school suddenly, and it was actually written by a white person raised in a black neighborhood. So it has, you know, a little bit true to life feel. Although some yes, some no. Because yes, I know I look white, but I'm eating a Mexican lollipop because I'm actually part Mexican. And I went to a predominantly Mexican school. And this is before I spoke Spanish or anything really. And they would always call me güerita or whatever, which is white girl in Spanish. And so I can kind of see how she feels about being isolated because of your race in a predominantly, you know, other color school. But like her, I made friends that were of the, Mexican heritage, which, I mean, I'm half Mexican, but, you know, in that neighborhood it had to be full Mexican, you had to be dark-skinned, you know, it was East LA, that was just the way it was. And so I made a lot of Mexican friends, and, you know, started learning how to speak Spanish. I could already read Spanish, I just couldn't speak it. And I didn't know what I was reading. So, you know, I'd help friends, you know, with their Spanish, and got along fine, and even learned how to dance. So, you know, I did dance a little bit of the hip hop stuff, and then in high school a little bit of the trans stuff. Yeah, I know I don't look like it, but that's the stuff I used to be into. But, you know, only lately in the past, you know, well, since high school, which isn't really lately, have I really become more content with being Mexican and white. Because normally I either feel I'm fully Mexican or I'm fully white. I don't feel, you know, like, you know, part of it. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I feel like her and like Julia Stiles in the movie, like I'm totally surrounded by the people that don't understand me. And sometimes I feel like I fit in, which is something that she learns to do through her friends. So, I don't know. I like the movie. It's got great music to dance to. You care to do a little dance again? Just, you know, try and lighten this up a bit. And, I don't know. The commentary is pretty good. I did notice that definitely it was not a Blu-ray. Because, you know, it doesn't have the detail of the background. The background is very, not pixelated, but very grainy. Which I know is something good in some films, but, you know, it's not clear. So, but hey, it was a DVD. I got it for like $3 at Blockbuster, so I'm not complaining. So anyways, the movie once again is Save the Last Dance. And if you're in the Los Angeles area or Mexican area, go try one of these lollipops. They're really good. Okay. Well, you all go have a good night. Bye-bye.